Welcome to the interview workshop. Today I'm going to go over the fundamentals of interviewing and also go over the 3 big questions that employers want to know. First thing employers are trying to figure out is, can you do the job? To understand if we can do the job, we first need to know ourselves and what skills we bring to the table. We first need to look at jobs we've had in the past, internships we've done, classroom projects, volunteering, and clubs and organizations we've been involved with. After identifying the skills you've built through a variety of experiences, you then need to look at the job description to see how your skills align with the position you are applying to. Remember, during the interview, we have to be able to talk about past experiences to show how in the future we'll be able to get the job done. Once you've applied to a position and have been asked to interview, you may be interviewed via phone and/or in person. Remember, with phone interviews, you need to be brief and concise while having your personality show. Additionally, you want to make sure you are in a place that is quiet and that you have good reception, although we recommend using a landline. In-person interviews may occur by yourself or in a group setting. With group interviews, you want to make sure you are diplomatic with the other candidates. Certainly you want to speak up when you have something to add to the group interview, but you also want to make sure that you don't dominate the conversation. Tactics for responding to interview questions: you want to make sure that you're efficient while you're answering, that you're positive, speak slowly, and pause before answering. Remember, interviewing isn't a race. And lastly, for behavioral-based interview questions, such as tell me about a time, describe a situation, you want to make sure you use the STAR technique, which stands for situation, task, action, result. For more information on the STAR technique, visit Foster Undergraduate Career Services website. Things to avoid talking about during your interview: talking badly about past supervisors and coworkers, talking about your personal life, and of course talking about politics or religion. During the interview process, a second question an employer is always asking themselves is, do you want to do the job? Although candidates assume applying to a particular position shows interest, during the interview process, we need to make sure our words and actions further convey our excitement for the position. In order to show your interest in the position, you'll first want to know all you can about the organization, who their clients are, what they do as a whole, and then more particularly what they do within your department. You'll also want to know the mission and vision of the company, the organizational chart, and of course recent news that's happened within that company. In addition to understanding the company, you'll also need to sell yourself as the best candidate. You do this by showing enthusiasm for the position and company, clarifying why you are the best fit for the position, and finally showing that it isn't just any job, but it's the job you want. Finally, employers want to know, can I work with you? Remember, we spend a majority of our day working with colleagues, and employers are trying to figure out, will you be a good fit for the team? First impressions are everything at an interview. You want to make sure that you arrive about 10 minutes early, turn off and put away your cell phone, be courteous to everyone you meet, ask for the correct pronunciation of the interviewer's name if you are not sure, address the interviewer by Mr. or Mrs. and their last name unless they tell you otherwise, and be sure to meet the interviewers with a firm handshake, a friendly smile, and a polite greeting. When at the interview, making a positive impression is very important. We need to make sure to use formal language, so pay attention to your ums, your uhs, your likes, your knows. Also, body language and demeanor are very important. You need to have good eye contact with a smile, good posture, and be confident, friendly, polite. Also, look for opportunities to show interest in the specific position and/or company. Here are some quick tips for men when you dress for the interview. Be sure your suit is dark navy, black, or charcoal. Have a long sleeve shirt, white or blue is preferable. Wear a conservative tie. Make sure you have dark shoes and that your socks match, and also a belt and shoes that are matching. If you're going to wear cologne, make sure it's light. We want to make sure that they remember what we say, not how we smell. And lastly, facial hair should be freshly shaved or trimmed. Here are some tips for women when dressing for the interview. Wear a black or navy suit, either pants or skirt. Wear a moderate heel, conservative blouse. Skirt length should be at or just above the knees. Minimal makeup and jewelry. Mild or no perfume. And nails should be natural color, not too long. When ending the interview, make sure to have some questions prepared for them. You can ask about the work environment, the team, or daily work. Clarify any questions about the job posting you might have. You can also ask how you'll be supervised, evaluated, and given direction. Also, ask if there is anything you haven't answered for them. Clarify a previous response if it was unclear. And be sure to always ask about the next steps in the process. And last, and certainly not least, send a thank you email and note. Thanks for watching our 5-minute interview session. Be sure to like us on Facebook and check out our webpage.